Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
Hi and welcome to day 15 of Vlogmas. My name is Tracy and I am the podcaster of The Comfy Red Couch. It is turning into a beautiful day. You might be able to see over my shoulder there that one of my little friends is having a nice rest in the reeds. The other one actually just swam by the front of my house, but I have no treats for her or him right now anyway, so I better go make some in a few minutes. I was up super early this morning. I got up about 5:30 and I attended a staff meeting, and because my staff is in Toronto, the meeting was 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but that means it was 6 a.m. Pacific Time. So I had an early morning meeting that I decided to attend. I didn't have to, but I decided I wanted to sort of check in, see how things were going, and because I'm right now on a leave of absence. And then the great thing about right now being on a leave of absence is after the meeting, I went right back to bed. And so I had a nice little sleep in and then got up, and I've had a fairly slow start to the morning. Good news in regard to my Christmas sweater. I am now on the ribbing of the body. So I'm through the Christmas tree and all the decreases, and now I'm just working on the hem. I need to figure out how long I want the waistband. I think I'm going to go a little bit longer, kind of like I did for my chuck. And I'm just going to do some calm, simple ribbing today. And then we get to Sleeve Island, and I'm not looking forward to that very much. Anyway, just thought I would come outside for a few minutes. I did think about taking you out and about and maybe going shopping, but with the Omicron variant right now, I really don't want to be going to indoor spaces, and I think it's kind of irresponsible for me to be taking you with me. So maybe we'll do some outdoor things in the days ahead as we lead up to Christmas. There are a couple of things I'm thinking I'd like to do, and we will see if that does play out. In the meantime, we can have a nice rest in the reeds, just like my beautiful swan there. Some days the mountains aren't even visible. It's so gray and cloudy. Today is nice and clear, and you can see the mountains, you can see the snow in the mountains, and it's nice to have a nice clear view today. And it's about 4 degrees right now. The snow is slowly melting, and it looks like it might turn into a beautiful day. It's a typical day on the Fraser. There is a log just going down the river. Seagulls going for a nice little jaunt as the current takes them down to the Pacific. It's a nice day off the float, that's for sure. And of course, down here, I have my friends. Time for some Yule Grand progress, and you will see that it has grown since yesterday. It is now fully treed, and I am now in the ribbing section here. So here is from the arm down to the waistband, and as I said, I think I'm going to make the waistband a little bit longer than the called for rounds, just because I like my sweaters a little bit longer, and I'm really pleased with how it has turned out. And that tree is adorable. I'm thinking I may need to embellish with some beads, whether they be removable or not, I'm not sure, but it needs a little bit of bling, I think. Anyway, I am working away. I finished one skein so far. I'm on, this is the one I actually started with on the back. So I'll finish this one. Then I'm going to break into a fresh one for each arm, and then I have an extra one, so maybe I'll make a matching hat, or it is DK. I could make a DK pair of socks. I don't know, we will see. But for now, I'm just going to do some ribbing. A lot of people don't like doing ribbing. I don't mind. And really doing a lot of purling on this as well. I didn't mind too much either. I do knit continentally, so holding the yarn with my left hand, that has made all the difference. I used to throw, and I just found that so challenging. Plus I'd get really bad carpal tunnel syndrome. So it is nice that since I've taught myself how to do continental knitting just from a couple of YouTube videos, I had one that I taught myself the stitches, and then I always had difficulty with the tension. And then I found a tension that really worked for me. So I wrap it around my baby finger. It goes over my ring finger, under my middle finger, over my index. And that seems to help me tension my yarn really nicely. And it takes a little bit of time when I drop my yarn to sort of set myself up, but it is definitely comfortable. It is nice to sit and knit with you for a change. Sometimes I can't knit with you because I'm working on secret projects, though I guess I have the camera set up that you're not really seeing much of my knitting anyway. But it is nice to sit and knit with you, and because this is now just knits and purls and ribbing, it's fairly rhythmic, and I can have a bit of a conversation with myself and you, and knit, which is really quite a nice thing. The swans have come, and I don't know if they've gone yet. They are hanging around knowing that I'm a sucker for them, and I will likely feed them. There was a big log that went by that had a couple of seagulls sitting on it, and then one of the seagulls flew off and left the other one to sit on the log by himself, and that floated down towards the Pacific. But yes, I'm anticipating a quiet day. I'm waiting for the mail. I'm expecting a couple of packages, so I'm hoping that in today's mail there's at least one package. And I'm also waiting for my paper for my license to arrive. I got my health card yesterday, but I cannot get my license done until I have this paper from Ontario. And it seems to be really, really slow. Greg had ordered the right one, but then lost it, and then reordered. His reorder has arrived, but he's already got his license and everything. We've got the car now insured in British Columbia. But my paper has not arrived. So I lined up for 2 hours to be told I had the wrong paper, and if I wanted to continue with the paper I had, I would be treated like a 16-year-old driver, and my insurance would be sky high, even though I've been driving since Molly Ringwald was a teenager. Anyway, we'll get through it. Hopefully it'll arrive today or very, very soon, because I do need to go line up at the DMV again and get that paperwork done. Anyway, I'm going to continue working on the ribbing, and maybe I have about 20 more boxes that I need to unpack. And part of the reason why I've been avoiding it, because, you know, why unpack boxes? A lot of the reason is because Scout, who is sitting on the couch beside me, is still quite sore, and I don't want her going up the stairs. And I know if I go up the stairs, she will want to follow, and the boxes that I am dealing with are for the upstairs area. So it's been a really great avoidance technique, but I really do need to tackle it soon. Anyway, for now though, ribbing and thinking about boxes. We are going to go for a little out and about walk, just for a few moments, and get this one a little bit of exercise. She's mainly been going out on the porch. I did walk her up the ramp to check the mail the other day, and Greg took her up there too yesterday. He was going to take her out, but when they got to the gate, she wanted to come back. So we're just going to walk down the way and have her just get a little bit of out and about time. There's a duck out on the walkway as well, and we're just gonna have a little jaunt, see how far she can go. Her foot is still very sore and she's limping a little bit, but she is slowly getting better, and she's enjoying all the sniffy things that we can sniff along the way, mainly duck poop. Very, very exciting. Wait till she sees the ducks up ahead, and wait till they see her. I'm sure they will jump right in the water. So just walk along. In our little float house community, there are currently 13 homes, and there are 2 water lots. One of the water lots, which is right beside ours, the house is being built, and at some point, what do you see? Is there a fish down there? At some point, the home will go in the next year, and that will be really interesting to see how that changes our view. Coming up on these ducks. Scout could care less. They care more. And she's just enjoying seeing the sights as we walk down the path, making you dizzy because, of course, oh, do you want to go back? No, come on, let's go. Let's go right to the end. Let's see if we can get to the end here. I think this is the first time I've taken you all the way down the docks, or I'm going to try to take you all the way down the docks. So as I was saying, there are 13 homes in our community. Every single one of them is unique, very different, of course, has all the personality traits of the people who have built them. Some of them are really old homes, some of them are brand new, and they are really fun to sort of explore, look at, get ideas. We want to build a dock at the side of ours, and so here's a little utility dock there, and then other people have boats and other watercraft, kayaks, a lot of Christmas decorations going up too. But yeah, at the very end of the dock, there is another walkway, and sometimes the swans come down here, and just nice to get out and about without having to get Scout too stressed about getting up near the road. Anyway, just a little outing, and probably Scout really would like a little get out of the house day, even if it's only just a little jaunt. I'm going to be daring, and I'm going to try and walk backwards down the plank. I hope I don't fall in. That would just be really bad, wouldn't it? Anyway, we went for a lovely walk to the very end, and the people in unit number 1, they used to have a golden retriever who unfortunately passed away, so they were very, very happy to have a nice visit with Scout, and Scout was very, very happy to have a visit with them, and they gave her some treats, and I think Scout enjoyed that walk very much. So it was a really great way to start getting her out and about since she's been in the house with us most of the time. Anyway, we're gonna head back down the plank to the house and maybe do a little bit more knitting, a little bit of quiet time. I still have to open my Advent for the day, but I think for now I'm going to call it a day on the vlog, and I hope that you have had a lovely day wherever you are, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 16 of Vlogmas. It is going by quickly, isn't it? We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
In excelsis Deo, Gloria, in excelsis Deo.
It's nice to walk down the docks. As I said, every house is different, and it's really interesting. Each house has a different perspective of the river across, which is really nice, and different views because each of the houses is definitely not cookie cutter. And it's really such a lovely place to live. So, you know, I may be between little bodies of water on this plank, but I'm definitely very blessed to be in this community where it is such a unique lifestyle, and it's definitely taking a lot of getting used to, but it's a fun learning curve. Anyway, have a great day.